But anyways, all right. So let's all get started. We're going to talk about All In, and let's start with Bryan Danielson. Let's pull up some pictures. And Swerve Strickland. So that was the main event. That was the big angle that we didn't know what was going to happen. Everyone was kind of debating, was this going to be Bryan Danielson's last match? Because he put his career on the line. He also says this is his last year wrestling full-time, quote unquote. That's the thing that threw people off, because he was wanting to wrestle part-time, it seemed, and still be around. But anyways, Bryan Danielson. So, the guy from WWE, big signing at the time. It was promising. It didn't really amount to much. He's a member of the Blackpool Combat Club, and this is another title shot. I don't know how many he's had so far, but he hasn't won the title yet. So
not that many. This might have been like the second or third, maybe. It could have been more than that.
All right. So he came out to the Final Countdown, which Robert's a big fan of the song. So the crowd went crazy for that. So here's Swerve and here's Prince Nana, and they're all doing the dance. He brought rappers with him to do his theme song. So here they are in the ring. All right, so since this is our premiere angle for the week, I'm going to do like a pretty good summary review of this, and we're going to get comments from Vlad and Robert afterwards. I'll give them time to give their reviews. So let's go through what happened as best as I can. I'm not going to go punch for punch, but I'll give all the major details that I think matter. So let's go through some pictures for you people on YouTube. I got pictures for you people on audio podcasts. I'll try to describe it best I can. But here's some quick thinking by Prince Nana. I guess the spot here was that Bryan Danielson hit the referee by accident. And when the ref was kind of, tending to himself, Prince Nana got the ring bell and put it on the ring apron for Swerve to drop Danielson on his neck. So there you go. Early on, they're starting to go after Danielson's neck, which has been the issue for him and his retirement angle, that he's always in pain. Here he is getting... And
that was when he cut himself, too.
Yes, he got color from getting dropped on his neck. But okay.
Well, you could say, yes, that's a good point. That's a good point. All right, I'll leave that one alone.
All right, so here's Swerve doing the stomp, the Bryan Danielson stomp, doing his own move to him in front of his family. So he is in front of Danielson's children, taunting them. Here's some good color, a few images of Bryan Danielson looking messed up. All right, so he's got blood all over his face, but he does get some offense in. I like this kick. When he came to AEW, the kick to the face thing was a new addition, that like he was going to be extra violent in AEW. I like it. It's a little overused, but overall it's a good-looking move. But
it's a pretty stiff kick, I would say. I think he makes some contact.
Yeah, and if you're good at like selling it, you might not have to take it so hard to the face. But regardless, here's the first time the doctor has to come in, and as Danielson gets dropped on his back and neck. Okay, so the doctor has to come in and check on him, and Prince Nana gets him out of the way. Right, he pushes the doctor away. So he's like, "Get out of here!" And here's Swerve, and he hits 3 house calls. I guess the kick to the face is called a house call. So this is his finishing move. And at this point, he hits 3 of them, and Danielson still kicks out of all 3. The crowd's going crazy, and Danielson gets some offense back in. He's going to hit the Psycho knee, and Swerve is going to no-sell it. He's going to just like that didn't do anything.
Yeah, didn't like that. Made no sense. Zero sense.
Well, he's crazy. Swerve. Anyway, so this is another one of Swerve's finishing move. I guess it's called the big pressure. I guess he drops him on his head. And from what Excalibur said, it was the first time anybody kicked out of it. So
okay. What does he ever? I don't. Okay, that's fine.
So that's
nobody kicked out of it.
Four
I don't
finishing
know how
moves.
often have you ever done that move? I don't even understand.
I've seen it. It's a good looking move. Not everyone can take it. He can't give it to everyone, because it's like only athletic people can take it. So anyways, here's the Swerve surprised face. That, oh my God, he kicked out again. And okay, so this is the introduction of Hangman Page, which I introduced this on our review that I'm going to release of All In as a different angle, because this Hangman Page has zero to do with Danielson and Swerve. So this is just him sticking his nose into Swerve's business because he still hates him. But security swarms him with his crazy face, and they take him out of the arena to protect the sanctity of this main event, because this has to go down. Danielson's career is on the line. How irresponsible of Hangman Page to come in a match where Bryan Danielson's whole career is on the line. But anyway, so he leaves, and apparently this doesn't really affect the outcome, although Danielson does hit a second Bizyko knee when Swerve turns around, and then they carry on fighting, and here's a third one. So there's 3 finishing moves from Danielson. And then here's the 4th one to the back of the head. And then a label lock, and that's where Swerve finally taps out. So there's my summary of the match. All right, Bryan Danielson with the, I didn't notice that who was that? Nikki Bella? One of the Bella twins.
Brie.
Oh, Brie Bella.
Okay, all right. So and the Blackpool Combat Club. Look at them all successful tonight after winning the trios championships earlier in the night. And Danielson's there with his kids with fireworks, and it's so beautiful. All right, let's get some reviews on this. I think Vlad gave it a thumbs up, right? So I'm going to get 90 seconds on the clock for you.
I gave it 2, but let me just...
Yeah, double check for me. I'm sorry. I just received your reviews in my text message.
Yeah. I know. I was late too. I was late for that.
Oh, you did give this 2 thumbs up. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
so you got 90
problem.
seconds to review this. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, the match was pretty good. Pretty damn good, I would have to say. Yeah, there was some stuff that I didn't like when you were going through it, but it was very minimal. Most of it I liked. I liked the story they were telling, focusing on... there were 2 things I didn't like. Okay, the spot where Swerve no-sold the move, and then there was the time where, again, Bryan Danielson is all injured up and they bring in a doctor in. They've done like 80 times. If he's not really injured, can they... Okay, if this was like they've never done it before, or it was done once in a while, or so minimally,
and they're not going to stop his last match, man. They're not going to.
So it's like it was not good. That part was not good. But the majority of it was really good. They told a great story. How they got the family involved, the blood coming down Danielson's face was perfect touch. You know, if there was a time to blade, this would be the time to do it. Or, get color, get color, as they say.
There was a lot of color on this night, by the way.
Yeah, there was.
There was plenty of color.
As we'll see later on as we go through the matches.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But, the match was very good. I just thought they put themselves in a tough booking spot. Can I go a little bit over the 90
Of course,
seconds?
man. Yeah, no. This is just...
Yeah, because I just want to explain. The match itself was good. It's debatable if the right person won, but the match itself was very good because Bryan Danielson's a tremendous talent, and Swerve's not bad as well when they're partnered together like that. But I think what they put themselves in a tough spot is, we know Danielson is going to eventually retire shortly or soon, and he knows that his neck is all legitimately fucked up and that it needs surgery. So I don't really know why they need to make him the world champion if he's going to be on hiatus anytime, now. I mean, if he wants to be a part-time wrestler, that's fine. He doesn't have to be the world champion. He could just be in some big matches and come in and do stuff, but he didn't need to be the world champion. So they put him in a tough spot there, but they also put it in a situation where they wanted to send the crowd happy, and if he would have lost, it would have been, I guess, a downer because the crowd was really into this match. Really, really, really into this match. Way more than I thought they would be, given that it was not really built up very well. And I didn't know how much people would care, but they cared quite a big, big amount. So I would say they put themselves in a tough spot booking-wise. I'm kind of curious how they get themselves out of it and what happens going forward with the world title and with Danielson, but the match itself was very good, very good.
All right, let me switch it over to Robert. I'll reset the clock for 90 seconds. You could use it all or less, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You also gave this 2 thumbs up.
Oh, I said it was fire.
Oh yes,
Oh,
he
you
said it was even
I
fire.
said fire.
Oh
beyond.
my God! You know what?
Beyond.
I gotta tell the people this. Oh, let me stop your clock
All right,
because
sure. Go ahead.
I forgot to mention that I did add an extra level because you guys have been clamoring for something above 2 thumbs up because sometimes it's just not good enough to say, hey, this was 2 thumbs up. So I added this was fire on our reviews, on our YouTube post, which we review all the angles on our YouTube community post. So on our most recent post, I introduced this was fire. So Robert gave his first this was fire to this angle. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
90 seconds. So this is as good as wrestling gets, you're saying.
I'm trying my best not to, give a fire review, like too often, right?
Now I got to come up with something that's past this was fire.
Oh, come on.
Like mind completely blown.
All right. Okay. Well, I really love this a lot. Okay. Now, so I also was concerned about the booking for Bryan Danielson winning because I don't know what direction they're going to go with him moving forward, right? And if we look back at our review from our predictions from last week, I predicted Swerve would win because I made that prediction because I heard reports that Danielson wouldn't be able to do more than another match. So that I made my prediction based on those reports. Yeah. So okay, I guess they didn't they didn't go that direction. They still put the title on Danielson. I don't know where they go from here, but I tried not to factor that into my review of the match. The match itself was, for me, incredible. It was very well paced. There was very little downtime. They executed all their moves like perfectly. There was a lot at stake. So that, so I just tried to just review the match itself, and I loved it. So for someone who's supposedly injured and can't go anymore, allegedly can't go anymore, Danielson doesn't really show it.
It was as good as match as he could have.
Yeah, he hides it very, very well. So, yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much all I'd have to say about it. I just really loved it, and the crowd was hot for this match.
Yes, extremely.
All right, well, I guess I'll give some time to myself to do a review on this epic match. Well, look, my review, when it's going to come out, our full review on our post, it's going to be a thumbs up. It's not a 2 thumbs up. I don't want to give it 2 thumbs up because to me, a 2 thumbs up is almost a perfect rating to me. And like you said, I didn't enjoy Swerve no selling. And okay, look, let me just say before I say something else, I think the fact that Danielson, because I was the only one out of the 3 of us who predicted Danielson would win. I think it's more important that you guys are saying, oh, he can't wrestle full time, he can't, whatever, bro. It's more important to have Bryan Danielson's name on the list of AEW World Champions when you look back on it. Because I look at the list of World Champions.
Why didn't they make him champion 2 years ago? Why are they waiting?
Well, yeah, they fucked up. They fucked that up, but at least they got him on the list. Because when I look back at the NWA or WCW, I look at I go on Wikipedia and I look at the World Champions, and I see who was there. And I think it's very important. It's more important that Danielson is on that list than Swerve, because Swerve is already over. He's as over as he's gonna be. But that being said, the fact
Bryan
that
Danielson, in a sense, I mean, Bryan Danielson's already his career is made. I mean, he's
but AEW need the rub. AEW need the rub off of Bryan Danielson's name because he had that WrestleMania 30 main event where he was on top of the world and the best WWE champion there can be, But that being said, I only gave this a thumbs up today because there just wasn't the same magic as there was at WrestleMania 30. People were trying to do they were trying to get into it.
And I thought of that too. I thought of that. They were trying to recreate that magic from that WrestleMania. And I think they didn't completely, but, as far as AEW goes, they did as good as they could do, for sure, I think.
Yes. All right. But regardless of that, the other angle that popped up during this match, the Hangman Page angle, That I give 2 thumbs up because I want to see Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland again and again and again until I die.
Man.
I hope these two are feuding
Why don't
into
you
their
think you saw my
80s
text?
on the Indies. You gave that a thumbs down. You gave that angle a thumbs down. Yes, when we release our review post, Vlad gave Hangman Page entering this match a thumbs down. He didn't like it, which was controversial. I'm sure that's going to be controversial because I did hear a lot of people talk about like they shouldn't introduce Hangman in this match because it's too important. And Robert gave that an indifferent. I can't. How could anyone be indifferent about Swerve and Hangman Page, bro? That's awesome.
Okay, for me,
What is awesome about it?
No, for me,
Swerve broke into Hangman's house. Hangman hates him. He will hate him.
I thought they already settled their grudge like a long time ago. They had like 3 matches in a row and 3 straight pay-per-views.
Yeah,
like,
but Page kept losing them. And
but
then it's over.
He's over when he says it's over.
I don't need to see another match between them. That's why I was like, whatever.
Just real quick, the reason that I don't care about this and I gave it a thumbs down is the potential for anybody caring about Adam Page in wrestling. I think it's that ship has sailed. I think he had an opportunity to be good. I don't think he's going to be worth a worthy name in wrestling anymore.
I disagree.
I think he needs to go back. He needs to go to his house. He needs to get drunk, and he needs to be a depressive cowboy, and he can move on and get away from the TV screen because it's not going to happen, bro. He ain't going to get over, and he ain't going to amount to shit.
You're right. He may not get over, but I've liked his promos recently. I've liked his character shift into this crazy psycho guy who's just obsessed with Swerve Strickland.
Yeah,
everything he talks about is Swerve Strickland. Just because he lost doesn't mean the feud has to be over. He said he wants to continue it, and he wants a piece of his ass, and he's going to get it. All right, let's move on.
Yes, I agree. They're going to now have another match.
He better win. He better finally get a win, man. Like, he already lost 3 in a row.
No, man. If they have Swerve lose to this guy after losing the title, they have no confidence in Swerve at that point, I think.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to our next angle. Okay, we got.